Hello guys, welcome back to Gaming Tidbits, and this time around we're going to go back to the NES. We're going to go back to talking about ROM hack. This is one of those really cool things you go, man, I wish this existed back when this game was out. Now everybody remembers Battletoads famously from Rare, not necessarily because of how colorful the game was or that they were Battletoads and that they could have been very marketable. And they were made basically to be marketable, merchandising push. That's what they were made for, but the main reason we all remember Battletoads is how incredibly hard the game was, especially when you're going down the cave and one person, the second player, can only swing back and forth and ends up taking out the other player, right? Very frustrating. Well, if that wasn't enough for you, a ROM hacker out there has just upgraded it to now add up to 4 players playing on the game simultaneously. Now, while this may be ambitious, this does push the NES to its actual limits. Again, no one knows how this runs on the actual hardware, but even in emulators, it will push it to the limits that you occasionally will have a bit of a slowdown, and also what appears to be, sometimes the toads change color. Just it's a ROM hack and things like this happen, right? But it is a whole different experience when you think about having 4 players instead of 2 playing each other with each other at the same time. Now, again, the reason why people are curious about the original hardware, because hey, knowing how well can the original hardware handle this game? Again, 4 players on it instead of 2. But will this 4-score satellite, any satellite adapters or stuff like that? Will that actually work with it too? Which would be really cool. And of course, everybody remembers Turbo Tunnel. How will that be like with 4-player? Again, it's interesting how much this will change playing the game, because again, you'll be playing with 2 other people. Does this game scale anymore, or is it just simply here's what the original game was? Now you have 2 more players, and to be honest, even with 2 more players, it's not necessarily going to make it easier, because there are parts of this game that were incredibly hard to beat. Riding the hover bike, jumping those, you know, obstacles in your way, and you have your timing right. It doesn't matter if there's 2 players or 4 players. You still got to get your timing right to move on, right? Somebody has to make it through that tunnel. So those things will not necessarily change. Imagine going down, climbing down with 4 ropes. Does that mean 3 of the players swing back and forth, only 1 person can fight? That would make 3 times more likely to get hit down. Again, a lot of more questions than answers. But it is cool that somebody made this. Again, I love Battletoads. Battletoads is an awesome game on the NES, and I couldn't wait to try this out. Uh, as you're looking at the gameplay of it right now, it is a creative way to use ROM hacks. I think again, not everything with ROM hacks is bad. ROM hacks will give you, if you love that type of game, it gives you a new experience or more new levels to play of the kind of game you love. That's what's great about ROM hacks, is that yes, they mix and match stuff from other games, but they can make it a new creative levels or new ways to play that you never would have thought of, like 4-player Battletoad. Can you imagine 4-player Contra? What that would be like? Oh, that'd be so cool. Again, this just makes your mind racing. What other games could have 4-player that only have 2 players in, right? And that just makes you, your mind race on. Um, and again, right now we don't really know how well this plays in the original hardware. Does it work with the adaptive devices for 4 players? Got even in emulation, it has slowdown at times, so it's not a perfected. When you think of ROM hack, it's not a perfect ROM hack, but considering the fact you're putting double the amount of characters on the screen, and you can play multiplayer marathons with your friends, right? You can sit there and all play together on this game that you love. Like, that'd be really cool, right? So that's what's so great about this. So anyway, guys, what do you think about 4-player ROM hack Battletoads? Would you be interested in 4-player NES Classic Battletoads? Would that be like your thing? Would you be like, man, I'd get my friends over and we'd play this game together? Are you like, you know what? I only like the game the original way it is. Anyway, guys, love to hear your comments below. I'll put up another video soon. Laters, guys.